Hi, welcome to the show. These are new comic books. I'm Iyare, your guide to new comic books. Shall we get started? Let's. First up this week, the landmark 600th issue of this, Thor. All right, weighing in at, I don't know, maybe 60 pages long. This is a humongous special issue of the Thor magazine. And because it's a landmark issue, we're getting loads of extra pages here. We've got a brand new story written by J. Michael Straczynski to lead off, and a bunch of reprint material on special other little bits and pieces. It's pretty darn cool, and this is a really interesting story with regards to Thor and how he comes to be banished from Asgard, and where that story is going to lead to us, and how it's going to tie in with all of the other things that are going on in the Marvel universe, like Dark Reign and so on and so forth. It's well worth checking out if you're a Thor fan. However, most of this book is actually reprint material, and there's only the first part of it is that's new material, so you may want to bear that in mind before you punt your money. Thor number 600 on your shelves this week. Batman 686 hits your shelves this week. We see a new story arc starting, a two-parter written by Neil Gaiman, illustrated by Andy Kubert, and it's called Whatever Happened to the Caped Crusader. Whilst this is a little bit more accessible than Batman's been of late, it's still not the, the essential book that a superstar team up like these two creators on a premier property like Batman would suggest it should be. Okay, the difference for me between Marvel and DC at the moment is Marvel make big summer blockbuster crowd pleasing types of books, and like the Iron Man type of a movie if it was a movie, and if DC, they tend to make art house movies like The Reader. Whilst The Reader will win loads of Oscars, I'm in no hurry to see it, okay? And that's what the problem is with DC books at the moment. They are very clever, very metaphysical, very dense and complicated, but not a huge amount of fun to read. However, if you're getting it and you're a big Batman fan and you've just kind of got everything that ever came out before, you'll need this book. It's Batman 686. It's on your shelves this week. This is Captain Britain and MI13 issue number 10. Now, I heard a horrible little rumour this week that there was talk of this book being cancelled. Now, if you're British or if you have any sort of Anglophile tendencies, then you need to be out there supporting this book. I don't know what else I can tell you to sell. Issue number 10 of Captain Britain has Dr. Victor Van Doom and Dracula having a clandestine little meeting on the moon. If that isn't enough to make you pick up this book, then I don't know what is. This is definitely something we should all be supporting. Captain Britain, issue number 10 on your shelves this week. This week sees the release of the new Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips vehicle Incognito. This is issue number 2, and this is absolutely stunning. Well, the thing about this book is that it's beautifully rendered, it's got a real noir feel to it, it's gruesome, it's grisly, it's outlandish, but it seems at the same time utterly grounded and plausible and believable, and totally kind of a new insight into the kind of supervillain trying to go straight type of a guy. I just love this book at the moment, and I really recommend you picking it up if you can grab a copy. This is it here, Incognito, issue number 2, on Icon Comics this week. So some other bits and pieces happening at DC at the moment. Whilst they're not always the best at setting up and kind of executing crossovers, the Blackest Night forthcoming crossover looks like it's going to be quite exciting. This book at the moment, Green Lantern Corps, is a prelude to Blackest Night, and if you want to get involved, you'll probably want to kind of grab all these sorts of bits and pieces so that you're fully up to date and in the loop. This one's out, this one. It's also part of Omens and Origins. I'm not sure what that is, but don't let that put you off. Green Lantern Corps is out on your shelves this week and is worth picking up. Maybe hard for some people to believe, but Nightwing's had his own book for a staggering 153 episodes. It's all over this week, though, as we see the final ever issue of Nightwing on your stands. This is possibly because he's going to become the new Batman. Who knows? Where's it all going? Where will it all end? We're not sure, but if you've been enjoying Nightwing, you may want, for nostalgia's sake, if nothing else, to pick this up. Nightwing 153, the final ever issue, they say. Also out this week, Character Assassination has a bit of an interlude on Spider-Man 586 as we find out more about who Menace really is. Also out this week is Adam, Legend of the Blue Marvel, issue number 4 of 5. I've been really enjoying this series so far. If you can't get enough X-Men in your life, X Infernus continues. The mini-series is up to number 3 of 4. There's a special one-shot, Batman and the Outsiders, on the shelves this week, which is worth checking out. Old school 2000 AD fans may well want to check out The Dead Kingdom of Flies, being as it's got a cover by Glenn Fabry, art by Simon Beasley, and a story by Alan Grant. Buffy Angel fans will want Angel after the full number 17, and Kirkman fans will no doubt be unable to resist The Walking Dead number 58. That's pretty much all we've got time for this week on Fantastic Realm. Please keep your questions and your comments coming. Keep supporting the people that support us, and never forget, if you're feeling the show, let somebody know. You can buy any of the books we reviewed at fantasticrealm.co.uk, and don't forget to quote the code FAN1 to get yourself a 10% discount. You can also check us out at our eBay store and see more videos, or join our online communities at Facebook, MySpace and YouTube. We've now launched the Fantastic Realm video podcast on iTunes, so feel free to add a comment about this video below, and don't forget you can drop by the store to check out what we've got in stock.